What's up, everybody? Chris Burns here. We are on a mission. It is deer season back here in Georgia. There's a doe back there right now actually looking at me. It's actually crazy. I'll show y'all a picture here in a minute from the video. I just pulled it to the spot. This is a new spot. This is a spot that I found on some property that I'm being allowed to hunt geese at. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and put a camera out and some corn and see if there's any deer traffic that comes through here. And sure enough, there is tons of deer traffic. That was an acorn. Acorn almost killed me. There's tons of deer traffic that's here. So we're gonna put some more corn out. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using in terms of bait, all that kind of stuff. And we're gonna try to hunt using the crossbow. And later on in the video, I'm gonna sight in the crossbow to make sure it's all well and good. And then we're gonna hunt this spot at some point during this week and see if we can't get a good deer for the first deer of the season. So it's just, hunting seasons, it's about to be crazy, y'all. The content's about to be crazy. So let me go ahead and get the bait, get back to the spot, check the camera, and let's see what we're working with. On today's menu, we are just using some buck jam just to get the scent out there. Not using this whole thing. Gonna use about half and save half because I have another one. Then we're just using some Academy brand sweet corn. Has no like flavoring in it, no attractant, just basic corn. So you know they know what that smells like. But then I'm gonna spice it up with this. That doe is still just chilling back there, dude. Like she's just, I don't know if you guys can see her. It's her. She's right there. She'll run off obviously when we go back there, but she's just chilling. All right, so here's the cam. Here's the spot that we baited earlier. All the corn is gone. All right, guys, so we got the spot rebaited up. There was actually still a lot of corn that was left there that they still have been eating on. So I just put out a little bit more. And then of course I put the buck jam out just to re-scent it. I added a wafer for doe estrus on top of the camera. So that way as the wind's pushing, maybe we can attract some more bucks in. Rut really hasn't started yet, but I feel like what's the harm in putting one out? At least, you know, it'll signify that there's a doe that's in heat maybe a little early. I'm not really sure how that will work. I'm curious to see. But now we can go ahead and head on home and get this crossbow sighted in because it'll be my first time trying to hunt with a crossbow for deer. And see you guys back at the house. All right, you guys, we are gonna set up our target here. I want to say from my tree down to here, it's about 10 yards. I really can't push it to 20 just because of where I'm at, but let's see. We need to focus and try to get it sighted in. I got mechanical broadheads and I got a fixed blade broadhead. I believe that's how you say it. So we're gonna work with the fixed blade broadhead first, see if we can get that dialed in at 10 yards, and then from there 20 yards shouldn't be that much of a difference. We are running the Barnett Wildcat CRX. Very inexpensive crossbow. It was like $150. We're gonna see. Let's put some down at the target, see if we can't get it sighted in at 10 yards, and then at 20, I'm trying to think, if it's sighted in at 10, at 20, it shouldn't be that much of a difference. So I might just have to aim a little higher than I think, right? I think that's how it works. Hence why I had to get a new one. But other than that, and it's so light, it's like 6 pounds. It doesn't even feel real. It feels like a toy, but it's definitely not. I've had this thing for years, but I've never actually shot it at an animal. Had this thing since like high school. This thing's like 10 years old, never been even shot before at anything. Oh my gosh. So here's what I found out. This broadhead kept dropping significantly lower out than the mechanical, and this is just a practice one, but it's the same grain as the regular ones. I'm thinking about going with the mechanical just because it went exactly where I was aiming it. Guys, I think we're ready. All I can do now is get out there in the stand, aim true, and hopefully we get a deer down. All right, you guys, so we got information, which is good. I checked the camera, you know, good little 8-point, 4-point is coming in, so that's cool that he's hanging around. Lots of does just here in general. Didn't see any in the past 24 hours, but doesn't mean they're not in the area. So the plan is still the same. We're just gonna come back out on a different day. I kind of rescinded the area with deer attractant, flavoring, and PYs. So hopefully, I'm not gonna be able to come back tomorrow to rebait the spot, but my plan is to hunt it later on this week. And if there's not a lot of corn left, just use the rest of the bag, resend it out, and then do another morning, evening hunt, see what happens, see if I can't get a good doe, or if that 8-point comes out early in the morning, and we'll see if we can get them. So I'll catch you guys on the next part of this video, whether it's a morning hunt or evening hunt. See you guys in a little bit. was 2 does. Oh man. I aimed right at center mass, and I'm pretty sure I used the second dot. But I don't know, maybe I used the third one. I couldn't really see. If we can find my bolt, then that'll tell us if I was aiming too high or not. They showed up right at 8, or sorry, right at 7:30. I think they were about right here. Oh, here's my... Oh, it's got blood on it. It's got some blood on it, you guys. Oh yeah, we got some blood. Heck yeah, look at that. Let's go. Let's see, now we got a tracker. Now we got a tracker. Oh man, I'm excited. She took off. When I shot it, took off this way. But we gotta find some blood on the ground first. So if the arrow went in here, that means she was over here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, they were coming in right here, and my arrow was in the ground there, so she must have been right here. And when I shot, she bolted this way. I don't think there's that many places for them to go. Here's some fur. I think that's fur. Yeah, I think that's theirs. I don't see any blood, but it was a clean pass through because there was blood on my arrow. We found her with the broadhead. Here she is right here. Didn't even run more than, I'd say, from here to my stand, maybe 50 yards. Not a bad doe at all. Not a bad doe at all. Let's go. First bow kill. Clean right through the shoulder. Oh, that has to be a perfect shot. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It was a button buck. All right, y'all. First deer of the season. I know, obviously I knew it didn't have any antlers just because its body shape and the way it was walking. I was like, oh, it's not, you know, I thought it was a doe. Had no idea that it was a button buck. But this guy, he must be at least a year to a year and a half, because he's not a baby. He's not small by any means. This is, I don't know. We're gonna process it so I can get it down to Hillsman. And you know, hey, first deer of the season, God blessed us. He answered my prayers for sure. But you know, and this is a new spot, obviously, cultivating it from scratch. So it produces, and you know, hopefully as the season progresses, I'll get target bucks and target does for sure.
How's it going?
Howdy, howdy. How y'all doing today? I'm good. I'm good. Well guys, that is it for this video. I mean, it's the first deer of the season. Now just a little bit of recap. I obviously did not know that was a button buck that I shot, and I felt so bad about it once I did find out, just because if I would have known, I wouldn't have taken the shot. I would have just been like, you got it, man. You got it. You know, I asked God earlier that day just to bring out a deer just for the first deer of the season so I could harvest, so that way I could provide for my friends and family, and he did. And it might have not been in the way that I wanted, but you never know. You never know. That deer could have been like a criminal, and I just got him off the street. But anyway, guys, this is just the first video of this hunting season. You know, we still got so much time. My goal this season is to get my personal best buck, you know, a 6 to 8 point. That is my absolute dream, so that way I can get the antlers mounted, and then of course use those antlers for rattling down the line in future videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. More adventures on the way. Stay tuned and see you guys on the next video.